see how MycorrPlus revived John's soil.
Paul, what I was going to tell you about the GroPal is that on some property that we had purchased earlier they've just been growing peas or whatever and no fertilizer or nothing, very little care done to it, and we were going to transform that into pasture. And it's dry land, and I had put out seed with a little centrifugal spreader on 3 different occasions, and had very little success, and we had just been going along for about 3 years until we talked to you, and decided that we'd use the GroPal. And at the same time, we decided we would take in more of this property by cutting some of the timber. And so in order to cut the timber and let the men have access to the property, we needed to move the cows that were on it. So we moved the cows and I think we moved them on June the 15th. Okay, and so they cut the timber, we had sprayed the GroPal, and actually we sprayed for weeds, killed the weeds, and then came back 2 weeks later and put the GroPal out.
Which was July 1st through the 4th.
Right, and then we had some rain. We had some pretty good rain, and they got through with the timber, and we could bring the cows back. And when we decided to bring the cows back, it was unbelievable. The grass was like that high, and it was actually falling over, and it was thick, whereas before you could see patches of dirt or bare soil, and this was totally covered. And so we were able to graze that from
July the 15th.
We brought them back August the 15th.
Yeah, August.
Yeah, so it was, 2 months that we had them off. And during that period of time, we got that tremendous amount of growth. And we grazed them way up into the latter part of December.
Or we could even plant.
Wow.
So usually we graze our pastures down pretty well so that we can overseed. And it was just so thick up until that point that we didn't think we could get through the sod to plant, to overseed. So it was remarkable the amount of growth we got during that period. Just seemed like 2 months. So that was when I became a believer and really thought we had a good product here.
Go to www.ag-usa.net or call us at 888-588-3139.